In A Crisis of Masculinity, Jordan Peterson discusses his views on the challenges faced by men in contemporary society. Peterson is a Canadian psychologist, professor, and author who has gained notoriety for his controversial views on social and political issues. In this article, we will provide an overview of Peterson's arguments about masculinity and 5 key takeaways. 1. What is a crisis of masculinity? Peterson argues that contemporary society is experiencing a crisis of masculinity, characterized by a lack of clearly defined roles and expectations for men. According to Peterson, masculinity is not an inherent trait, but rather a set of values and behaviors that have traditionally been associated with men. However, Peterson suggests that these values and behaviors have been eroded by social and cultural changes, leaving men without a clear sense of purpose or direction. 2. The importance of competence. Central to Peterson's view of masculinity is the idea of competence. Peterson argues that men need to have a sense of competence and achievement in order to feel fulfilled and satisfied with their lives. He suggests that this sense of competence is linked to traditional male roles, such as provider and protector, and that the erosion of these roles has left many men feeling aimless and disempowered. 3. The dangers of victimhood. Peterson is highly critical of the narrative of male victimhood that he sees as proliferating in contemporary society. He suggests that the idea of males as victims is part of a larger cultural shift towards victimhood as a source of legitimacy and status. Peterson argues that this narrative undermines individual responsibility and promotes a sense of entitlement and resentment. 4. The importance of discipline and responsibility. Another key theme in Peterson's view of masculinity is the importance of discipline and responsibility. He suggests that men must take responsibility for their own lives and decisions, rather than blaming external factors for their problems. Peterson advocates for a culture of personal discipline, including physical fitness, organization, and attention to detail. 5. The dangers of radical ideologies. Peterson is deeply concerned about the rise of radical ideologies, particularly those that have gained popularity among young men. He suggests that these ideologies offer a sense of purpose and meaning, but that they ultimately lead to nihilism, resentment, and violence. Peterson emphasizes the importance of critical thinking, individual responsibility, and an openness to new ideas and perspectives as a means of avoiding the dangers of radicalization. In summary, Jordan Peterson's view of masculinity is centered around the importance of competence, discipline, and responsibility. Peterson argues that the erosion of traditional male roles has left many men struggling to find a sense of purpose and direction, and that the dangers of victimhood and radical ideologies must be avoided. He advocates for individual responsibility, critical thinking, and an openness to new ideas and perspectives as a means of navigating the challenges of modern masculinity.